Normally, I use the clutch myself, but with this switch, the ATV does it for me. I still change every gear myself, but now I just use the throttle, flip it back and the normal clutch works again. So now the clutch has a brain. Let's see if it actually works. But first, I already broke rule number 1. This Yamaha Blaster is over 20 years old. Its clutch is fully mechanical. Pulling the lever disengages the clutch. Letting it out connects the engine again. Too fast and the engine might stall. Too slow and the clutch can slip. My hand normally controls all of this, but now the computer will do it instead of me. So, in my last video, I made electric actuator to pull the clutch for me. Now I can control the clutch with just one finger, but I was still the one moving the lever, and that made me wonder, can I make the clutch fully automatic? At first, I used the Hall effect sensor to read the engine RPM. The RPM controlled when the clutch moved. As the RPM went up, for example, the clutch would engage more. It sounded simple on paper and did work on the bench, but when the engine was running, the signal kept moving up and down. So that did not work at all. I think it was mainly interference from the ignition coil. So for the second attempt, I installed the Hall effect sensor inside the carburetor. The idea was to read the position of the throttle slide, but the sensor had too little range for this job. It could not read the full movement of the slide, so this idea failed before it even started. So, after some thinking back and forth, I knew I needed a better spot for the Hall effect sensor. It had to be far away from the ignition coil and it needed enough range for a good signal reading. So I installed it in the throttle lever assembly itself, and finally I had a reading I could actually use. But I still wanted the normal clutch also. Sometimes I want the clutch to be fully automatic, and sometimes I want to use the clutch myself. So I added one button for both modes. Press it once for automatic mode and press it again for full manual control. For that I made a 3D printed enclosure from PLA. It has 2 LEDs and 1 button. The LEDs show which mode is active at the moment. Well, the shell and the button was easy work, the soldering was not, because I chose a very small YC8 connector, and I chose it because it handles vibrations so well. And my Yamaha Blaster vibrates a lot, as you might know. Now the whole system worked. In manual mode I used the normal clutch lever. With the button I could switch to automatic mode instantly. Then the throttle controlled the actuator. It worked fine on the bench, but now it was time to test it on the ATV itself and see if it actually works. But before we continue, we need to fix this bendy PLA bracket and the stator backplate, which has more holes than a Swiss cheese. And for that I have to say big thanks to Rapid Direct for sponsoring this video. They made a new bracket from titanium and a new backplate from 6061 aluminium. The parts fit perfectly and the finish looks amazing. Everything fits nicely and the whole setup feels much more solid. Ordering the parts was very simple. First I went to the Rapid Direct website and uploaded my 3D files. Then I chose the materials, finish and quantity. The website also checks the design before making the parts. This is called DFM or Design for Manufacturing. It can show you if there's any problems with the parts and what needs to be fixed. You also get an instant quote, so you know the price right away, and they can make your parts in as little as only 5 days. So check out Rapid Direct using my link in the video description and start your next project today. Now I could finally install everything on the ATV. The electric clutch went on the front as always. The mode switch went on the handlebars. And then just some connectors, and it seems like we are ready for the first test. Okay, no more excuses. Let's finally test it and see if it works. Good news, the system was working. Bad news, the settings needed some work. So I changed when the clutch started moving, and I changed how fast it moved. Then I tried again. It was finally working well, so I removed the clutch lever completely for more action. Now I can use the clutch manually whenever I want, or switch to automatic mode and let it work on its own. Thanks for watching.